Starting the stream. Starting live. We are now live. Okay. We've got now just 25 minutes to do this. Dr. Berg is on YouTube now on a live stream. And now we are going to listen in. Here we are.
I'm sorry, vitamin E. Vitamin E.
Okay.
We already did C. So vitamin E. What foods, guys? Go ahead and type down what you think. Let's see if you get it right. Supplementing with more an acidifier. There's something I have called Digestive Plus, and I always recommend that with the gallbladder.
Let's go back and hear some of this craziness. Lots of comments coming
next
in.
Friday. Yeah, really?
This crazy keto guy
Okay.
calls himself a doctor to convince people he's a medical doctor and just knows all.
So next Friday morning, I'm going to reveal that information. It's some secret information. But I can tell you...
I'm not sure I'm going to be here next Friday morning, though.
Oh, yeah, you'll be here. So I already planned your schedule. But here's the thing. What was I going to say? Now, okay, so there's a country that has like, and I'm not, okay, so I might be mistaken, but if my memory serves me correct, Karen, there's a country, it's a small country, but they like have like 95% of the population has diabetes.
I know,
it's
but
a small
that's not
island.
the question. I'm saying...
I'm going to say that for next week.
I don't think you really looked it up.
Well, you're going to find out. You have to show up and find out.
But I'm okay with that because you know so much. You can't possibly know every single thing, although it does seem like you know every single thing. When it comes
Wow, yeah, wow. That's his wife there, by the way. I was just saying. Yeah, the reason he seems like he knows everything is because he acts as if he knows everything. And that's on purpose. That's what these gurus do. They need to convey a sense to the audience that they are just right about everything. And so he will get all these comments coming in, as you can see, of people asking him for help and his knowledge about all sorts of things.
Only about rates of getting, diabetes in different countries. That's really pretty much.
But it will be interesting next week, next Friday, to hear the countries that have the least incident of diabetes and metabolic disease in general, and know what they eat.
Well,
like,
that's where we're going to be moving.
Now, you may have missed some stuff here. Aren't you surprised that they would actually want that information? They both teach a low-carb diet. They do not teach high fruit. They don't want people eating any grains. They want you on the fat. Keep away from carbs. I did a video on him once where he was suggesting that diabetes is because of sugar and let's just forget about everything else. And that's extremely disingenuous to the point of he should have his medical license taken away, whatever license that is. Well, it's a chiropractor license, so it wouldn't be taken away because, well, but still, there's the ethics thing. He knows what he's doing.
Shortly, as soon as we reveal that. And then we'll...
To that country?
Yeah. So that way we can prevent diabetes. Okay. On that note, Karen, we're going to go to...
I'm preventing diabetes, stuffing myself with carbohydrates every day, all day long. I'm about his age also. He's more likely to get diabetes than I am. I have zero chance. And he doesn't teach that. He completely avoids that because he's got to sell his keto videos, which he has hundreds of. He is all about selling keto. He is invested in it. He's got to also sell his, guess what? His supplements. All centered around the ketogenic diet. Okay, we got some comments in here. I want to remind you we have only a few minutes left for you all to go to the link that I posted. It goes to his video. Leave a comment there telling them that I am doing a live stream of his live stream. I am critiquing his BS live right here. Now, let's see here. He's got 1,500 people watching him right now. That's 1,500 people that could see your post that you would leave over here on the right. Okay, I thought you might have some insight into Dr. Berg, but you just come off as a weird person that can't believe that someone has a different opinion. I've read several books from doctors like Okay, this is not about opinion. This is about what's right and wrong and what's facts and what is a lie. It's a lie to say that diabetes is caused by sugar alone and nothing else. And I've read some books too. They're all selling one stream of thought. They will not tell you the truth. And it's crazy to suggest that all monkeys are getting diabetes, all elephants are getting diabetes because they eat carbohydrates that God put into every single food, including meat. Unless you put that animal into a cage where it can't move around, then that animal will not store carbohydrates in its muscle. That's the only way you can go keto, which is an unnatural state to live in.
Renee, she's from California,
And I've hardly said anything yet in this video. And a person, see, these people are not only brainwashed. That's a person that came in from Berg's site that saw my comment there. 1,500 people. We can pick up some people here. We can help these fools. They're being fooled by this doctor who is not a doctor as you would think of doctors. And I can't really offend chiropractors because my diet is based, a lot of how I eat and how I think is based on another chiropractor, Dr. Graham. It's not about opinion. Okay, let's keep going here.
San Antonio.
No.
Are you
San
there?
Antonio, California?
Yes, hello.
Hi, how are you? I didn't know there was a San Antonio, California.
It's San Antonio Heights.
Ah.
We're about 50 miles east of Los Angeles.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So you had a question about keto and your blood pressure, right?
Even
Yeah, so I've been on it for 5 days.
Even
I've
my
lost 6
endocrinologist
pounds.
says to avoid wheat. The problem with wheat is not carbohydrates. There's nothing wrong with carbohydrates. I eat wheat. I've eaten wheat for most of my life. I did take a few years off, which shows it's not addictive. I came back, no problem. Wheat is the worst grain because it's highly altered, what's that word? And there's the gluten. Gluten's not a good thing, but most people won't have a problem with it in moderate amounts. By the way, this person has left. They said goodbye a while back. They'll listen to this crazy guy, but who dresses perfectly, has perfect haircut, and sells himself as someone that's just higher up. I'm a real person here. I'm not putting on an act here. I'm just a real person.
I normally would have spiking.
But see, like the famous person a few days ago who said, people will believe lies sometimes. And also, we all know people are easily fooled, been fooled many times before. It's a science of fooling people. And politicians are great at that science.
Blood pressure. I was put on spirulactone. So my question is, I was noticing that my blood pressure, which was usually around 130 to or 120 to 130, is now hovering around 100 for my top number.
Okay. So it's basically lower. What's your bottom number?
About 74, 70.
They deal with numbers a lot. He does. And again, he has a doctorate in chiropractic medicine. It's not really related to being a medical doctor. He does not have the training. He has no formal education in nutrition and all these numbers that he talks about a lot. He picks up medical books, but he's never been to medical school. But by picking up the book and saying, we see here, we know here, and the way he talks makes you believe that he is in that group of doctors. And you've got the doctor before his name. He's creating an illusion. He's having people believe certain things without actually saying it, because he can't say he's a medical doctor, because he's not. He's also not a certified nutritionist. He talks about numbers a lot. He's done some studying on the internet. He's read some books. Nothing wrong with that, really, but it's no different from me. Yet he's creating an illusion to trick people. He knows that people respond to the term doctor. He looks like a doctor and he acts like a doctor.
25.
Yeah. I think that's a good thing, Renee. I think what happened is, if you actually lost, just realize, like, the most fat an average person can lose, average, is about 2 pounds of fluid per week. Given the fact that you lost 6 means you dumped a lot of water weight. So that water weight was contributing to more pressure and volume.
Okay, the person I was talking to is still here and posting more comments. So I'd like to talk with this person. I was just going back to his original post. Marcy, okay, her original post. I thought you might have some insight to Dr. Berg. Well, I've known of him for, I think, a couple of years now. I've learned a lot more about him recently, but I mostly have insight into what he's talking about. I have 6 years experience here making videos about these topics. I have 10 years experience being in the online health community, and 24 years experience in eating a healthy diet and being into health. And My interest of health started way back, early 90s. So yes, I do have some insight. I come off as, see, the aura. Dr. Berg puts on this great aura. I do not, and I don't want to. I don't need to trick people here. I want people to see I'm just a real person. I'm not tricking you. I have many videos about trickery, dietary trickery, diet scams, diet gurus. I've talked about so many of them. So let's see what the person's saying now. Isn't Esselstyn a low-fat teacher? Wheat. Glyphosate. Wheat is a gluten. Yes. But non-gluten grains, there's a lot of them. Rice, millet, quinoa, buckwheat. I eat raw buckwheat sprouted. That's really good stuff. And I will acknowledge that that stuff is not natural for humans. And neither is bacon, neither is eggs, neither is cheese, yogurt, all his supplements that he sells. That stuff is bad for you, it's bad for the environment, and it's bad for the animals that have to suffer their whole lives. Now I heard you say something about God. I thought you might bring that up. So, because I brought up God, you are suddenly an atheist, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I see people bring up God a lot in the conversation. But you can. I was just putting down religion the other day. It's weird how people want to find something to nitpick. You can replace God with nature if you want, but you were supposed to know what I was getting at. But yeah, you're in one of those that God did this and God did that. No, I don't really believe in God even. But if I said nature, you'd criticize that too. And now I've said I don't believe in God, I'm going to have people who criticize that. Yeah, go over to Dr. Berg's site, read his comments there, ton of comments coming in. None of them are going to question Dr. Berg. They are all in agreement. They are all brainwashed by him. I don't want to brainwash people. You should keep your open mind. And anyone there that does speak out, who hasn't brainwashed yet, they get rid of that person. He's got people there to monitor and to you clean out any of the dissenting voices. I don't do that here. I don't censor people. What do you mean you can pick up people? I'm all into having people debunked. Pick on people. I don't know what he's saying. Well, I think that low carb, lots of vegetables is the way to go. There is nothing wrong with carbohydrates. They're in every food. Nature did that. That nature's not wrong. We're a product of nature. We are in symbiotic. We have a symbiotic relationship with nature. We're part of it. Carbohydrates are in every food. They are to be used as fuel. You're one of those people who believes that calories are bad. I teach that calories are good. I've always eaten abundance of calories, and I'm 50 years old right now. And my face looks better than Dr. Berg's. The eyes, no bags, no wrinkles. And I don't have to color, I don't color my hair. Yeah, I've got some gray hair. He colors his hair. I don't want to put on an illusion. I don't need to. We're saying goodbye again. We're saying goodbye. Let's see here. Lots of comments. Wow. Come on. So before I ever heard of Dr. Berg, I went to see a health clinic, and it was run by a chiropractor. That's a red flag. Even though I base my whole teachings, most of it, on a chiropractor. He gave up chiropractic many years back. And also he runs a health center. So he was selling vitamins and supplements, and he was able to get blood tests because he had a chiropractor license, degree, whatever it was, to get, dude, you can go either way, fat or carb. But he doesn't say that. When you eat fructose, it gets shoved into the liver. Interesting choice of words. That's meant to manipulate the listener. You don't say that the fat you eat gets shoved into your liver, or shoved into your butt, or shoved into your heart. You don't use that word because you're selling fat. But you could use that word. Notice I'm not fat. I'm super thin. Look at the veins, look at the striations. I eat all I want. I don't have to diet. All low carbers teach restricting your calories, and that's the only way they can lose weight. But so many low carbers never get thin. They're always struggling. They always have that 10, 20 pounds to lose. In some cases, 60 pounds. If you eat glucose, all your body can use it. Fructose is the problem then, okay? Have you heard of this fact? All studies about fructose is what these gurus know about fructose is from the studies on fructose. All those studies used refined high fructose corn syrup, genetically altered, isolated. It's unnatural. And I'm not eating that stuff. So his show is ending here. So this is the perfect time to go into his comments. Oh, I should do that. I'm live. debunking Berg and one of his viewers that came over. So post a comment, people. Okay, I just posted a comment as the stream should be wrapping up. So as people stop watching the stream here, they might go, someone will go over to the comments and see your comment. Hundreds of people. This is a difference we can make. These people are in a bubble, and we need to get them out of it. It's a foolish way to eat. It goes completely against nature. And then they will say, I know all their arguments. I've been hearing them for 10 years now. They will say, oh, that's the naturalistic policy. No, it's nature. We are nature. All the animals out there, none of them live unnaturally. It wouldn't make sense. If they're in nature, they're living naturally. Because that's how they evolved. Everything evolves with nature at its base, except for humans, which have separated themselves from nature. And all those animals out there who are living in nature, they're healthy. Because they're living in accordance with their own nature. Humans are not. That's why humans have the health problems. Okay. Lots of comments. Berg comments. Saying they're pouring in. Everyone's saying thanks. You can see it's wrapping up. Wow, look. Everyone's posting now. Now that the stream is over of Dr. Berg, and I will post eat all the carbs. They're starving for carbs over there. All the carbs you want. Get help. I can go for hours too. Election day, I was here for like 6 hours. On my feet. He's sitting. Most people sit. I was standing the whole time and exercising. Matter of fact, better when I exercise. Get all stressed out. All this BS. Keep posting. You still have the chance to post there. A lot of people reading right now. Just got to put in my link. Then we'll listen to the rest of this Dr. Berg show here. Gary 1111001 SOS. Have you noticed that? 1-0-0-1. Starving vegan. 3. SOS. Okay. Yeah, there's still 700 people who are on Dr. Berg's live stream page. Even though it ended, it's still alive over there. Berg's not live. He's not going to live as long as me either. But the page is live. You can comment. Someone said, I'm vegan. I mean, I am vegetarian. Need something to get neurons going. No, I don't go to the gym. Right? You don't? You got no energy. These people say, well, you don't really need to exercise. You don't need to. That's true. But they don't have the energy. That's why they're saying, oh, you don't really need to. So that's my excuse for why I don't feel like exercising. Vitamin E. Fats. Let's see. Did you started keto? It's very hard being Indian. Well, don't do it. It's hard being human. You're not supposed to be eating keto. Be smart. Fasting protocol saves money to spend it on supplements. Just eat supplements instead of food. That's how warped these people are. God had it wrong. For people who believe in God, you're saying that God got it wrong. And if you don't believe in God, got to believe in nature instead. How can you say nature got it wrong when we are nature? Nature created us. Do people not get that? Let's see. Very enjoyable. Love you guys. Can we do keto all life? Yeah, until you die of it. Cancer is going to be a big one for you. And why would you ask something like that? People feel miserable in this day. Eat right and a lot of problems will disappear. Right. That's all I'm teaching here. People just need to eat right. You just need to stop fooling around. Stop looking for a reset button. Stop looking for a hack to nature. You need to follow nature. We've always known this, but we don't want to do it. That you want to be healthy, you eat your fruits and vegetables. You eat natural. But people don't want to do it because when they try to do it, they don't do it right. They do it while still in the mindset of the sad diet. And people think they need to restrict, fruits and vegetables are low density, calorie density, and so you have to eat more volume. And people don't know that. A lot of things they don't know, and that's what I teach. More Berg comments here. I want giraffe meat. That's because you have gone crazy. I have a friend who needs to call into Dr. Berg. long bouts of dry fasting is the best way to fight cancer. Oh, they're talking about fighting cancer. Why is that? I don't think about cancer. Doctor, I have noticed your cheeks caving in. Yeah, I see that too. In the back of my mind, I was noticing that. And it looks a little anorexic. Most people say, hey, he's thin. He's eating all the fat he wants. No, he's not. He's not eating a lot. He maybe is on, I shouldn't be saying the A word. I could get demonetized. He looks like he's under eating a lot. I think his brain is slowing down. Let's see. I've also seen this in a few other keto people I follow. Yes, they all undereat. First of all, keto gets you to eat less. It stifles your appetite. And they probably they get into the mindset of just eating less, that you don't need to eat much. And that's a ortho, you know that word? These people are ortho. I just made that up. That could catch on. It's the way they can keep it up. Because you can't eat an abundant keto diet. You're going to have problems real quick. And the way they're doing it, it'll take longer to get problems. Please explain this. It reminds me of changes, face, body, lipodystrophy, wasting. Yeah. That's interesting that comment got in there. We'll continue this video now. Oh, right now.
So you dropped that, the blood pressure came down. I think if you feel fine, ride the wave. You're doing great. I mean, my blood pressure is pretty low. But let's say, for example, your blood pressure is too low and you...
His is low because he's not eating much. See, you are manipulating your numbers to get them to look good. But those numbers, what we consider good numbers, they're basing it on people who are eating normally, regularly. And you're not. You're manipulating the numbers. And some people would say that that's all that matters is the numbers. You can get those numbers and everything's fine. Well, I think we don't know that for sure. You shouldn't be playing around with those ideas.
You want to raise it, just add sea salt. So that's the thing that you probably have to look at, is putting back the electrolytes, not just potassium, but the sea salts as well, and until you're perfectly comfortable. But you might just be fine the way you are.
Okay, very good.
Awesome. All right.
I love you both. I love you both, and I'm hoping to also take your coaching program.
That'd be great.
We love you too.
We love you too, and yeah, definitely take the course. For those of you that don't know about the course, we have this keto and intermittent fasting course, and you know, if you like helping people, it's a really quick course to learn and get certified, and then you can help other people.
Oh.
So there's no.
Oh. Maybe save that for another video. That's worth a whole video right there. Let's skip ahead.
So we have Catherine on YouTube. She's becoming sensitive to various types of food. She can't eat almonds anymore. Eggs make her itchy, things like that. Will it go away? What do you recommend that she do?
Well, here's the thing with allergies. One common denominator to an allergy, a true allergy, involves a protein. So it would be like nut, egg. But let's say your sensitivity to certain foods that are not proteins, and that's a different thing. But if your sensitivity to certain proteins, by avoiding them over a period of time and building up your immune system, typically.
I got some comments I should address. This is why my videos go on so long. I got some questions here I should answer. Let's see. Oh, your proof that Berg colors his hair. His hair. Look at his hair. Well, there's light shining off the top, but over on the sides where it's going to first go gray, it's all black. It's like too dark. Anyway, other comments, better ones. You keep saying he's not a real doctor, neither are you. Oh, how did you guess? How would you know that? And that is true. There's nothing wrong with not being a doctor. But my point was that he is getting people to think he is a doctor. And not just a doctor. Just look at his description in his about page. He's trying to trick people by just not saying certain things. He is getting people to believe he is a regular doctor that most people think of as doctors. And I thought this just weeks ago. Someone was telling me he's not a real doctor. I said, sure he is. And I explained what doctor means. And I did some research. It turns out he has a doctorate. He didn't go to medical school. I thought you had to be any kind of a doctor up until like a couple weeks ago. He doesn't practice anything having to do with the doctor surname in front of his name. That's all I'm saying. That he's trying to trick people. That's the reason he has a large audience. This guy's I knew him like a year or so before I realized how stupid he is. I didn't realize this. I saw it in Foot Soldier's video. I couldn't believe the clips. And most of the time he appears intelligent, but there's points where you see how stupid he is. There's a lot of people like that. This guy's tricking a lot of people. That's all I'm saying. I know you're stressing me out. So, like, I'm recommending you remove Dr. Berg from your psyche. I'm going to remove you from my YouTube with unsubscribe. Yep. Yep. Donner Party says, your body turns all excess calories into fat stores. And that's not true. Because my body doesn't do that. I've already, I guess you didn't read my book, Donner Party, where I show, I don't tell, I show that that's not true. The body has an intelligence. It doesn't just react like a machine. Input, output. The body is, it can do a lot of things. Why do you believe that? You've been in this community a long time. You probably go back to the days of carbs make you fat, but they say I'm too thin. Gary, can you talk about, there might be some, oh. Oh. Man evolved being in keto. Well, that's not true. Cavemen died out being in keto. But I have other videos that get into that. The paleogenic, Paleolithic era was one brief period in human history. Why go to that period? Right, they go there to find people who are living in the Ice Age, living in caves with no real food. Well, they had to eat animal products. And that justifies to these paleo people. So it's good to eat animal products. The whole diet is a hoax. They're tricking themselves. And also, they weren't always in a ketogenic state, the cavemen. That is a myth. They did eat carbohydrates, and there were carbs, glycogen storage in the meat they were eating. Let's get back. Okay, we got a new person in the comments. Nyala Latinayas. Wait. Your teeth won't make your end of your life. That's weird. By my age, most people have lost teeth. All of my siblings and my parents have lost teeth by my age, but I have all my teeth. That you may not believe that. 50 years old, I have all my teeth, and they're all straight too. I never have any dental pain either. That's pretty good. That's really good for 50. I've even chipped 2 teeth. One has filled in 14 years ago. The other one, not filling in, but it's not a problem either. And also, I've never been to a dentist. That's how you lose teeth. Right. All right. Lot of comments here come in. Eating bananas is not natural at all. Yes, it is. they are fruit. They contain water, fiber, carbs, a little fat and protein, vitamins and minerals. And that is all. And that is natural. They grow on trees. I know what you're getting at. And that is just a way of, that's just guru trickery that they're trying to scare you away from eating plant foods. Why would they do that? Because the meat industry has been losing money, and they see what the future holds for them. There was a trend of people getting off of animal products, that those are bad. People were starting to accept that and finding plant-based. And so the meat, dairy, and fat industries, well, they have to do something. And they have. They have sold you that information you now believe in. Vegetables are also not okay, we can skip this person. What you talking about, fool? Even Anator has just called this person a fool. Okay, Gary gets his unnatural tropical fruits. Flow to Oregon. Daily. Yeah. On the internet, you can take a test for your carbon footprint. I took that test, and it was like off the charts. I didn't understand the number in relation to what they say the average area is. Mine was just way down there. Because I don't live like other people. I don't drive like 20, 30 miles a day. And I don't eat meat or eggs. Give him 5 years and his teeth are rotting away. I'll assume you're talking about me. So, 5 years. 10 years ago, people were saying my health will be falling apart in a couple of years. And now it's been 10 years, and now you're saying another 5 years. I've showed my teeth. And the chipped teeth. I had, yeah. What are you supposed to say to something like that? Also see my video about, it's called, like, a survey. It said, people said, sugar is worse than pot, marijuana. Were these people high? There I ask, why are carbohydrates acidic? Why? No, that's not the question. Why would sugar rot your teeth? Everyone believes that. But why? Why would they do that? No one has answered me. That was 3 years ago. Still waiting. Guerra has never had a cavity. That's not true. I've had 2, maybe another small one. 1 got out of hand, and it ate away a lot of my tooth. The others have diminished. I just didn't treat my teeth well. Yeah. But I'll show you one cavity that's getting better. It was on its way to doing the same as the other. Let's see, right down there. I might be too close. There's a small cavity down there. I've had that for 7 years now, and it's not getting worse. It's only getting better. Cavities happen when something is stuck on your teeth for like long periods, like 30 minutes or more, 15 minutes. That's grains. Grains did that, not because of the carbohydrates. But because it sticks to your teeth. And wheat is acidic. Sugar is not. Okay. I'm actually not. I have all my teeth, but not all of, what do you call it? But not the whole teeth. I have some chips. Yeah, no teeth have fallen out. Let's see. No. Okay. Nothing going on here. Where do you get the haters from, Gary? Did they follow you from Berg's channel? It looks like that. I posted some comments over there early on, and some people, well, one person did come over. Yeah, pretty crazy. It shows you never been to dentist. No, most people have much worse dental issues than I do. Dentists, you should see my videos about teeth and dentists. All my siblings have been to dentists. They have missing teeth and have major dental work. I have no problems with my teeth. I can eat any foods I want. Eat raw carrots. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Why'd you skip my comments? Not interested. I can't get into that debate right now. I need to end this video. And it's a political debate. Just not there. Not going there. It's a waste of time. Gary now is eating a high fructose papaya grown drop. Huh. No one knows where I'm at. He said there's snow where I live. Well, I can disprove that. There's rain. It's raining now. Okay. There's the outdoors. There's snow out there. Okay. More comments. Fair enough. Huh. Okay, that's it for the comments. Let's get some more of this.
Typically, you can go back to eating it over a period of time, but the real thing you need to work on is your immune system, and that's why I recommend intermittent fasting. That's the best thing for allergies. And then it drops inflammation. And then one last point on that, it's if you actually drop your pH and make it more acidic, you can improve the histamine reaction, because a lot of times these allergies kick in when your body is excessively too alkaline. Now you might think, well,
now apparently he's replying to a person who said they have allergies. Now, this goes to the point I was making a few minutes back. When you have allergies, things like that, and who do you ask for? Who do you ask for advice? Well, just about everybody would ask a doctor. And so this person is asking Eric Berg, most likely because in his title there you see, join Dr. Berg. He has given his audience the impression he is a regular doctor, like a doctor you would go to for help with allergies. That's all I'm saying.
you know, I thought if I'm going through stress, my pH would be more acid. No. Stress actually makes your pH more alkaline.
Oh, crap. Opposite. Seinfeld world here. Do the opposite. You make your audience go, you make people go crazy. That's what Trump does. You get attention, you'll be able to hijack election. It's incredible. That do the opposite, do the craziest thing, has actually hijacked the most important country in the world. This is going to go down in history. as when things really turned and became the horror movie that you see in futuristic movies. They know what's going to happen. This week was another nail in that coffin. We are headed there because people are inherently bad, stupid, and what is it? Sinful is the word, which is why you have the 10 Commandments to try to teach people how to not let your own nature destroy humanity. I think that's one of the main reasons why religion exists. Try to save people, not from the devil, but from themselves. It's clear that people need to be controlled. But who's controlling them now?
I just did a video on that. So how do you do that? Apple cider vinegar on a regular basis.
Oh, oh man. Okay, people. Learn your history. There's a reason for history class. Because history will repeat itself if you don't learn it. Okay, we've had enough of this. Okay. So here's the deal. We're going to move on from this craziness for now, because I got bigger things going on. I have a completed video that I'm going to be uploading right after this. It's a video. It's not a live video. It's one of those videos that I put together, edited, processed, high production values. This is one of my greats. Worked on it all yesterday. This is the one that you will watch. Maybe it's not your cup of tea. Maybe not. Maybe it's not really. It's not really the usual video that you expect. But it's related. And this will be the most entertaining video you watch this month. Maybe this year. Seriously. Don't miss this. Really. It's amazing. I've been told this many times. Why don't you have a bigger audience? These are great videos. Well, that's the world we live in. Look at Berg. Dumb, boring, frustrating. 1 million subscribers. The human race has gone nuts. Trump is the president. And people see that it's crazy. And they still vote for it. A lot of voters came out. Not sure the numbers yet. But there's probably more people voting against Republicans than any other election ever. But the problem is, there was more people on the other side voting for them. So the crazy people they have just as high numbers as the sane people. We're losing the battle here. Good versus evil. So majorly entertaining video coming up on my channel in about an hour. And after that, I think I might have another video that I'm going to make today. Put that up around the vegetable police hour. Late afternoon on the Pacific Coast. Got to make that video. Yep. You know it's coming. It's coming. In the typical fashion, I will put a different spin on it and say things other people are not saying in this vegan community. That's what I'm here for. And then the next day or two, another unusual video. The evolution is happening. Subscribe. Thumbs up. And good luck outside of my channel.